While this advisor for the Israeli government, Mark Regev, is just insane. He does nothing but deny the fact that the IDF shot and killed people trying to get aid from an aid convoy that came in where 100 people uh, plus uh, were killed and over 700 people were injured. The IDF admitted that they shot people. So the fact that there are people still trying to deny what happened is insanity.
Question, if you could answer, is who was this aid being driven in by or for? The UN and the normal, known aid agencies said that they had nothing to do with it. Do you know who it was?
I know the following, that in order to help alleviate the food shortage in Gaza, that we authorized a convoy of, I think, some 30 trucks entered Gaza last night, headed for the northern Gaza Strip. And this shows that Israel is interested in seeing aid and foodstuffs reach the civilian population.
Right, which is why the IDF killed people, because they're interested in Palestinians getting aid.
Unfortunately, we saw a situation where there was a mass casualty tragedy, where it looked like the civilians were storming the trucks, trying to take the food out of desperation. And people, a crowd was pushing and shoving, and people were killed. I can't tell you the exact numbers. I don't, as you know, don't trust the numbers put out by the Hamas-controlled Ministry of Health in Gaza. There were reports that maybe the drivers were driving over parts of the crowd. It appears to be a tragedy, but I can tell you Israel was not involved directly in any way.
Okay, so the IDF admits that they shot people, claiming that, these people started becoming a threat to the IDF, calling them looters and stuff. But the advisor here, one of the top advisors, is trying to claim that the IDF has done nothing. They had no involvement whatsoever, and people panicking and scrambling to find safety because they were being shot at. Like, that's insane.
When you say not involved directly in any way, what do you mean? I mean, you enabled this convoy, as you said, and your forces are there on the ground and open fire. They said it themselves. What does that mean, not involved in any way?
I'm glad she asked that question. Like, yeah, what do you mean they weren't involved when the IDF themselves have admitted that they were there and that they shot at people? So to claim that there is no involvement, this goes to show like how much the Israeli government is willing to lie, to say that they will still even lie when even someone in their government has admitted to what has happened. It's insane. It would be like Biden admitting that, yeah, he supports genocide uh, of the Palestinians by the Israeli government, and then a different spokesman saying, no, we're trying to help the Palestinians survive. It'd be like, well, this is insane. What is going on here? Somebody is lying, and it needs to stop.
So this was, we allowed the aid to come in. We were involved that way. That's our policy, to allow food to go into Gaza for the civilian population. But in the incident of people storming the trucks and the way the truck drivers behaved, and people getting squashed and pressed, and apparently there being mass casualties, Israel was not there on the ground.
Israel was not there on the ground, so he's saying that the IDF wasn't there, even though they had already admit that the IDF was there. This dude is just obviously lying, and it's just wild. Like, I mean, if your government wasn't actually like an evil government, you wouldn't be allowing your spokespeople to lie on your behalf.
Okay, but they did open fire and people were killed. So I'm completely confused by what you're saying because they admitted, the IDF spokesman said it on our air, that they opened fire.
That's a separate incident.
Okay.
Not connected.
That's a separate incident. The IDF shooting innocent Palestinians trying to get aid from the aid convoy is a whole separate incident than what he was talking about before. But he still admits that the IDF did shoot people and that the IDF was on the ground, so everything he said before was a total lie.
To the tragedy with the trucks. That was different place, different time.
Different place, different time? How is it a different place, different time when you agreed that the IDF here when people at the aid convoy got shot? But what, did it happen in the past or something? What did like the IDF was shooting at the air in the past and those bullets went into the future and end up shooting innocent Palestinians? So it was a different time and different place? Like, wow, it's